Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to deal with an important topic in pediatric ophthalmology. It is vision stimulation in low vision infants and neonates.
Dr. Sudhir Taras is a registrar at HV Desai Eye Hospital and also works as consultant orthoptist in pediatric ophthalmology and strabismus department. He has received his formal training as a fellowship in pediatric orthoptist and strabismology at Arvind Eye Hospital, Madurai, and also completed low vision training in Joseph Eye Hospital, Trichy. He has more than 18 years of experience in his field of interest.
So why it is necessary like vision stimulation in pediatric cases where the vision of the child is low, almost like parents are observing the child is already kind of a blind. So we have to at least some kind of intervention during this period. So that is the very crucial period where we can actually guide the parents like how to take care of the child. So low vision in pediatric cases, it also carries a burden of childhood blindness. In normal circumstances, when a child is born, 80% of the awareness of the physical world or the environment is by vision stimuli. So 80% of the information which is gathered by the child is through your eyes. And so if it's not functioning, so there is already kind of a big loss to the child. And rest of the 20% is by other senses like smell, touch, hearing, and the taste buds. So considering all these factors, the growth of the child in all aspects depends on vision. So even if the child has low vision, his milestones also gets affected. Sometimes even during infancy and neonates, like the parental issues, like how to look after the child, how to take care of him, how to teach him. So these are the other aspects also like important during this phase. So if you want to help the child, so like vision stimulation can be a tool that we can offer. So vision, an island of light in the sea of darkness. So for the normal vision, its vision is also like a learn and develop skill. When the child is born, so when the pattern stimulation to the visual cortex, like that is the one where the pattern stimuli helps the child to get the information about the surroundings. So for that reason, if the child has to have a good vision, there has to be a normal anatomy of the eyes. And even not only the anatomically eye should be normal, the normal visual pathway like the optic nerve, tract, optic radiation, and the visual cortex. So these all should be normal. Then the child actually has good vision. If there is some problem, like the vision development is affected, so what is required for vision development? So Nobel, Hubel, and Wiesel discovered like a lot of things in vision development. So the investigation, it was done in animals as well as like in mammals also it was done. The pattern stimulation is very necessary for vision development. Pattern stimulation, it's like some kind of like the shapes, like the day-to-day objects, kind of a thing. It's kind of repeatedly shown. So like it helps in the normal visual tract development. So they have demonstrated that the visual cells of the brain can continue to develop if stimulated within a critical time period. But after that period, the further stimulation of the vision does not promote the formation of increased vision, or what we see like as the child is growing, the vision matures. So if the things are not followed in the critical time during the early infancy or the neonatal period, if the child is found like having some vision related problem, so that period is very important in vision development. So that is what the Nobel, Hubel like that discovered. So what is vision stimulation? It is a program of activities that specifically attempts to stimulate the cells of the brain. It's like I was just explaining like that there are like the objects or the different geometrical shapes like that can be shown repeatedly to the child who's supposed to be like under the consideration of low vision. So that is what we can catch that critical period to stimulate the vision and the vision stimulation should not be confused with the eye muscle exercise like what normally we do convergence or the extraocular movements like the eye exercise. So vision stimulation is nothing to do with the muscle exercise like the eye muscle exercises. Again, I'm stressing that during this infancy and the neonates period, 80% of the surrounding knowledge the child is getting from the visual system. So that's why, despite of knowing the child has poor vision, we have to do for the vision stimulation, to get at least some vision to the child. So there are different patterns which are available online. So these are actually some kind of like the insects or these kind of patterns. That is you can copy from the or the download from the net and you can show to the child. So these are the patterns like you can copy from the online resources. This is one more addition in the vision stimulation. Like it's a kind of a graphic presentation. This is called as a vision stimulation box. You can make it at it's kind of a wooden box. You can make it of 2 by 3 with 1.5 feet of dimension. It's a cubical form wooden box and it's painted white from within, and you can stick the pictures to the walls of the box like this. I've drawn. You can use any kind of patterns like the geometrical figures or any shapes, and that should be of white and black color. That is, you might have seen the earlier slide also shows it's only the white and black kind of contrast is there because when the child is born, like till the age of 3 to 6 months, like the black and white contrast is the one which a child can appreciate or the brain can appreciate. So that's why it can be a mode to kind of stimulate the vision. So that's why the picture should be in black and white kind of a contrast. Apart from that, you can use some hanging kind of the stars or the glistening balls kind of a thing, decorative balls hanging from the roof. So like if it makes some movement, so child can fix and can see. So that kind of a stimulation you can do. So that's the vision stimulation box. So goals of vision stimulations. So of course the main goal of the vision stimulation is to develop the central vision of the child. So central visual system provides information that allows child to identify the objects. So that is the main goal, this thing. So even simultaneously your vision stimulation guides this hand and fingers to work with the visual systems. That is what we call it as hand-eye coordination. So that is also kind of the other goal in the development of central vision. Then again, it helps in awareness of the visual space, and hand-eye coordination can promote the development of the reaching. So like a child is reaching for the objects, then also if little bit of vision development, like some vision improves, so he can crawl around or even he can walk around. So these are the initial stages, the goals of vision stimulation. So these are like the reaching for the object, crawling or walking, which you can see sometimes it's affected in low vision infants or the cerebral palsy cases, and there are other ocular conditions also. So vision stimulation programs are prescribed to the parents, and it's the parental assistance also is expected, and the parents can incorporate these activities as a part of child's daily lives. So they are the one who will be looking after the child. So simultaneously, they should cooperate for this vision stimulation programs also. And it really works out. Like it can be the initial visual rehabilitation for the child. So vision stimulation is useful in like a children of 5 years of age and younger may benefit from the visual stimulation. The cortico-visual impairment cases like the cerebral hypoxia or the neonatal hypoglycemia or the neonatal seizure cases, sometimes there'll be a lot of delayed uh, maturation kind of thing. Then again, uh, delayed milestones will be observed. In the other cases, like the delayed visual maturation cases, like sometimes anatomically the eye is very normal kind of a thing, but still the child is found kind of a thing having poor vision. So in these are termed as delayed visual maturation. So these cases also can be benefited from these activities. Of course, then there are rare cases like optic nerve hypoplasia. Nowadays, the rising incidences of retinopathy or prematurity, these are the kids actually requiring vision stimulation on a large scale, because apart from the prematurity, they have the other comorbid cases like there's CVI problems, the delayed milestones, then other like the visual system development also sometimes takes delayed. Apart from then sometimes you need the interventions like the lasers or the vitrectomies, or sometimes the consequences of the lasers, like they go into or they land up into a very high pathological myopia. So these other cases nowadays are rising. So it will be a very good uh, helpful tool in these cases. Then there are other congenital vision disorders, starting from your retinal dystrophies. Then you have sometimes pathological high refractive errors like severe hypermetropia, severe pathological myopia, or sometimes even the child is born with very kind of high astigmatism cases. Then you have the microphthalmos cases, anophthalmos cases. So the list is enormous kind of thing. Even the congenital glaucomas, a child having corneal opacities, congenital. So the list is enormous. But all these cases uh, can will get some help from these vision stimuli. So again, first 5 years of the life are most critical years for vision development. Normally, the critical period in these cases, it's like till the age of 2 years, there are very good chances of vision development, because that is what the Jubal and Hazel, they said this thing, the critical period we should target where the maturation of the nerve cells can happen, but still till 5 years or even like further till 10 years, like you can try these modalities. Normally, again, I'm saying it's the black and white patterns or the objects are kind of used in this thing. Color patterns of the geometrical shapes also used. Nowadays, the colored lights are available, which can be tied around the crisp and can be flickered. So like that also can be a stimuli. And nowadays the vision stimulation toys or the light emitting toys are also available. If the child is too young, like less than 6 months, you can try at this thing. Less than how like 6 inches, from 6 inches to 12 inches, the object is held in front of the child. And even the black and white picture books also can be used. Some useful tips during the vision stimulation, keep night lamps switched on at night. Sometimes like we are sleeping, but the child is awake, like in kind of awake throughout the night. So like uh, in that dark light, he may not be getting any stimulation. So the night lamp should be switched on. Then the black and white stripes or the red and white stripe pattern is very useful in vision stimulation. Uh, Again, they say move crib to different positions in the room. Like you can change daily the position of the crib in the room, because if the crib is in the same position like for the week, throughout the weeks or the months, so he gets that kind of a limited kind of a picture view. Like, so if you're changing the position of the crib, so like he will get exposed to different patterns in the room itself, like maybe windows, the doors, or the furniture's kind of a thing. So that's why like move the crib position in the room. Talk to your baby when you enter the room. So you give some kind of like a signal to the child that you are entering the room. So baby will know that your presence in the room. Sometimes what happens, a child who is having a low vision or a blind kind of a thing, sometimes if a mother or father holds a child, can be a psychological trauma to the child, like without knowing that someone is holding him. So that's why like you have to make him aware that you are around him, or you have come and now you are going to grab him, or you want to pick him up. So like that kind of thing you can try at home, and even remind the family members also to do the same thing. Uh, then again, position yourself in the baby's line of vision. Like when you're holding the baby, so like you should hold the baby when there can be an eye to eye contact, and his eyes and your eyes are in the same position. So like that can facilitate the fixation also. Even you can move in front of the baby. So like a baby can follow the eye tracking also. It will help to improve the seconds and pursuits. Even if the child is fed on like milk, some milk bottles should be dark color. The bottle should be colored with dark colored tips. So that can be an additional dark contrast which can help the child to see the things, because sometimes it's a transparent bottle and with a white milk. So like cannot be any stimulus. So to improve the contrast itself, so you can apply colored tapes also. And earlier I told that the colored flickering lights also can be a helpful tool for vision stimulation. So thank you. So vision stimulation is not like you can kind of a thing, you will get some kind of recordable vision, but it can help the child to develop the other functions, or can help in day-to-day activities. And that's all we can try. Thank you.